listening to LOA Recon with the Good Vibe coach Jeanette Ma, where we dissect the ins and outs and the art and science of conscious creation, all intended to amp up your manifesting game. Let's have some fun together. Okay, I wanted to talk today about something that I think all of us have experienced one time or another and probably will again, and put a spotlight on how we might do it differently. I'm talking about when there's something that we're working on. There's some manifesting project that we're conjuring, and it's something that we're paying good attention to because it matters to us, right? It feels important. So we're keeping a good eye on it. And it doesn't seem to be happening very quickly. It might even seem like it's happening in slow motion. Like when we go on a job interview, sometimes this happens, and it's for something we're really excited about. Like, this would be such a cool job, and we have a great interview. We're feeling hopeful about it. We're looking forward to some good news, and we get nothing. No word back. Nada. No phone calls, no emails, no nothing. That can be frustrating, right? Especially when we thought we did so well, and we really wanted it, and it looked like it might be happening, and then nada. Zilch. No good news. Or sometimes it happens when we're waiting on test results from the doctor or maybe for an exam that we took. Sometimes that seems like we could be waiting for a long time. Or, oh my gosh, what about when we meet someone fabulous, someone we're so excited about, someone that we might even be having a great time with in our imagination already. And we can't wait for that to start happening in real life. And he doesn't call or text, or she doesn't respond to your calls or texts. Isn't that brutal? Okay, you know what? It doesn't have to be. It could be the best thing that ever happened to you. You know why? Because it gives us an extra chance to check our alignment. We get a little extra time just to make sure that we're truly lined up with good news or for something good to happen. So this can be a really good thing, because if the thing starts to unfold before we're truly lined up for something good, then what happens won't be our favorite. Like when we hear back that they have already filled the position, or we were their second choice, or the test results come back that aren't what we wanted, or the hot guy writes to say he's moving out of the country, or whatever. Sometimes getting that little extra time to get ourselves properly lined up for good news is the best thing that could happen. So when it seems like nothing's happening, oh my gosh, let's use that wisely. Here's why I say that. Because often, if this thing that we're working on, if it's something that really matters to us, it's easy to have a little energetic charge on it. Meaning we kind of care about it too much in a slightly vibrationally unfriendly way. I am talking about need and attachment, where we're waiting for results in order to feel good, or even just paying attention to reality, right? If we're just noticing that nothing's happening, then our vibration is nothing happening. We don't want anything. We don't want results back when we're dialed there. So that waiting for something to happen, or that being impatient that it hasn't, that could be your clue that you aren't fully in the highest alignment yet. And in that case, it's worth celebrating that we get some extra time, that the thing hasn't gone any further yet, because we have a chance to upgrade the energy before the next step happens. Because I guarantee you will have a different experience of that job when you get to practice satisfaction and success before you get the offer than you would if you were still dialed on, is it happening, when you get that offer. It's a totally different energy flowing that leads to totally different results. And yes, it is possible to change something after it's already happened, but that it is so much easier to do in advance of it, because once it seems like it's happened, once it seems like it's in our reality, you got to have some master skills to choose something otherwise. So it's worth getting ahead of. So if you've been waiting on a little something to happen, whatever manifesting project you're conjuring up next, and maybe you're feeling a little frustrated that it's taking longer than it seems like it should, or maybe you might even be a little worried that it might not happen because it doesn't seem to be happening, you know what you can do? do yourself a big favor and check your vibration. Ask yourself what you're feeling right now, and then ask yourself if you can do better than that. For example, maybe if you're waiting on your tax person to do your taxes and you're kind of anxious about it because you are counting on a refund and you really wanted to get it sooner than later, and maybe you're not hearing back from your tax pro as quickly as you'd like, look, instead of being impatient and letting that energy start to degrade, let's be happy for this unintentional pause that we get and use that time to practice the feeling of abundance or relief or good news or whatever it is you wanted, right? You know how to practice that in advance. Let's do that. I think it is so worth using that extra time to enhance our alignment when in fact a lot of people are using that time to degrade their alignment. I'm laughing because I've done this routine myself. We don't do it on purpose, of course, but we let that space of nothing happening, we let it feed our worry gremlins, or we're practicing the vibration of being in limbo instead of a joyful unfolding. And those vibrations are not helping our highest dreams unfold. So, the next time that your desire is taking an extra minute to happen, let's celebrate it and use that time wisely. Practice feeling what you want in advance. Pre-experience the good news. Give thanks in advance for getting what you wanted and go about enjoying your life so that you are a really good match to good news. I hope you found this helpful. Thanks for listening and happy manifesting.